What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top. Frank, this is one of the moments you dream about, and you would know this from a very young age. First Masters appearance as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom to win the green jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but to steal a line from Al Michaels and just sort of pass along the golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before. I mean, you just go back 2022, Scotty Scheffler came in hot, playing well. Should have been the man to beat, but we looked at all those other players. When you're world number one and you've already won 3 tournaments in, 4 weeks, you might as well be 4 and 5. And that's exactly what it is. Come in with a hot hand, play well, don't worry, let everybody else worry about all the talking and who the favorites are. Just get out there and play some good old-fashioned good golf. And I tell you, that stands up against anybody.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Oh, and that couldn't quite get the ridge. It's into that lone bunker at the top of the hill. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
11 feet away. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
Yeah, this is when he's got to get just right. It's a tough putt moving back to his right.
Okay, not a bad read there on the left to right. It just comes up a little short. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. And that, not going to get there. It is going to wind up in that right front bunker here at 4. So a second shot, Nota, from the bunker.
Popular place here at the 4th. Many players finding their balls in this front right bunker. Going to require a perfect execution to still have a chance to save par.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. And that one's going to hit hard. Get a little bit of run out. And that is going to wind up just fine. So the ball on an upslope now for his second. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Nicely judged, though. It's 4-5 here at par 3. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Yeah, not quite enough on that one. It's going to take this slope and come back off the front of the green. Missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
139 the number to the flagstick today. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Not where you want to be on a par 5. That's into the bunker off the tee, and there's a giant lip on this one as well. So a wayward tee shot and down to Noda.
Menacing bunker up the right side. If you find your ball in here, you have no option but to lay up.
This par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course too. But that second shot just caught the edge of the bunker. And now, a little bit of trouble.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. This is a 9-footer. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Yeah, that is a wonderful tee shot, right where you want to be here at hole number 9. from the fairway. We check in with Noda.
Great chance from here to attack this hole location, which is on the center section of the green. You can use the backstop behind the hole, or make sure you get at least 19 yards into the green, or it will come off the front.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Oh, just the strike, the sound of, and the ball does the rest. Great shot.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to mean this is a 1 under 35 on this first 9. We make the turn here at Augusta National, start of the second 9. And Frank, you look at this young player, nothing to it on the first 9, under par, here to start the tournament.
But there is no water on the front 9, Rich. And as we all know, the water starts at 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. Can they get through that?
Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
Because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. So here we go. Those first 10 holes were memorable enough in this first professional round at Augusta National. But now, here's where things really start to get interesting. Frank, you know it as well as anyone. This is where you call the Masters every year. After this tee shot, it is a first trip through Amen Corner.
And right you are, Rich. A lot of people think Amen Corner is 11, 12, and 13, but it starts actually on the second shot into 11, and the tee shot at 13 is the finish of Amen Corner. But it's also where you start to see water at the very first time. You get a nice tee shot on 11, and you will look at the pond just short, and the water, which is Rays Creek, that protect the back of the screen and then leads into the 12th hole. So it's an amazing part. I think it's a special part in golf. Number one, you feel privileged to be able to play the golf course, let alone compete in the Masters. But it's also where all the action invariably seems to start at Augusta National.
How good are these players? Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay at 2 under. This one's looking good. You know, in this game, you don't just hit the shot. You have to see the shot, and that's a really good example right there. Excellent. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Frank, you know you've been in the spot. It is one of the most anticipated shots in the entire sport. The second at 13 at Augusta National. How do you do with that one?
That was great, Rich. This is the most famous par 5 in the world. One of the reasons why, too, not just the dogleg left that the hole presents, but the uneven lie for the second shot. That had to be hit good, and was indeed.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This from about 10 feet. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. This maybe a touch right. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Another excellent shot from around the green.
Now this for another birdie. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And the lead moves to 2 now with 3 holes to play here on day 1. Well, you have to figure this to be another exciting moment for this young golfer. Frank, you stop to consider how many great moments have taken place here at hole number 16, this beautiful little par 3, and now here you are standing on that tee for the first time as a pro.
Yeah, it's quite incredible, Rich. Not just the hole, but the opportunity too. That ridge that cuts through the green there. So we've seen many a shot look like it's 20, 30 feet, even perhaps right or left of the flag, and then starts to take the contours and roll. Could it be a hole-in-one? Could it be like a Tiger Woods missing the green on the left and in your life? So 16, it's an opportunity. It's theatre. It's Augusta.
Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. So we move on now to the 17th. Our golfer at 7 under par on the round. It'd take a birdie finish to tie the low mark of 9 under 63. Frank, that seems like a pretty tough task.
It is, but it's been done, Rich. Go back to 1998. Not only was it done, but it was done to win a green jacket. That was by Mark O'Meara. This, though, would be to tie the greatest round ever shot at Augusta National.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Not quite enough, but that's pretty good. It's just so tough to calculate how much speed's going to be taken off before you get to the green, but very well judged. So that'll wind up a par, but still a good round going as he'll stay at -7. On now to the 18th tee, and Frank, what a nice round this has been so far. I mean, anytime you can go around Augusta National under par, that's an accomplishment.
It certainly is. I mean, a tee shot through the chute here and that, but I mean, ever since I was a kid, Rich, that word par, it meant something. And when you can break it, and especially on a golf course like Augusta National, it means even more.
Frank, our young golfer, arriving now at the 18th tee, and this first ever round as a professional could not possibly have gone any better. Looking at potentially earning a crystal vase for the mantle for low round of the day. That's pretty strong.
It is. It's actually quite incredible when you think about it. On one hand, dreams come true. We know that. But just going into this tournament for the very first time, thinking what could be possible, and well, we're just moments away from it actually happening.
So, Frank, we come to the 18th tee in what has been a sensational round to this point, 7 under par. Again, the low round ever at the Masters, 9 under 63. So it would take a hole out from the fairway to equal that, but this really has been amazing to watch. Our featured golfer right there after day 1, sitting at a tie atop the leaderboard.
Everything to play for these next 3 rounds. I mean, you couldn't really set up a leaderboard better than this today.
So that should just about do it. For all of us at EA Sports, thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters.